What up YouTube, it's Missouri's Company. In today's video, we are looking at some additional content that was not released to all individuals or all areas of the world in this most recent patch, and that is none other than the brand new PvPvE Battle Royale mode for Diablo Immortal. Now, I've already voiced my opinion how I'm very frustrated at the fact that this was released to China seemingly as a test, whereas the whole world can't test it. It's a little frustrating, but at the end of the day, I guess I've made my peace with it. Not really, but it's fine. It's not. But in this video, I do want to talk about some of the sneak peeks that we're getting from individuals that have played this or have information on it. So it is going to be sort of translated from Chinese to English. So some of it's broken up a little bit, but a lot of it has some really great content. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. All right, so new mode, fighting in the forest, 2 chickens easily. The fairest and most fun mode. Fairest. I said fairest. Oh my god, we're off to a great start. Good lord. So I'm just gonna kind of hover top line. Obviously, this is a lot of his opinion. He played, or they played 3 games. And yeah, so first one is, these are all screenshots of the game introduction here. Let's go and see if I can zoom in just a hair. All right, so there we are. This is sort of the game menu. You can see like this is seemingly find a team or enter. It does seem like click on limited time, click on the event in a limited area to participate in the forest mode. There are 2 ways to form a team. When you start matching, you will form a random team. When you are looking for a team, you need to confirm that you have 4 people to start the match. Again, difficult translating there. You can see there's people with different, I almost said resonance. It was but Paragon level, so one is level 57, and then the rest are 860s and above, and one's at 876. And then you can see there's obviously, so there's what? Let's see. Looking for a team of 4. There are 24 players in this game, and there are 6 teams, which are 4 in each team. So 4 times 6 is the 24. So that's a decent amount, especially for a mobile game that it's not based around a battle royale. Pretty interesting there. Winning conditions. Winning conditions. There are 24 people in total. The team can win the final victory by killing half of the 12 people or eliminating other teams. Otherwise, the team will be eliminated if the whole team is killed. So very similar to most battle royales, survival of the fittest, last one standing sort of thing. But apparently you can also win if you have defeated half of the lobby. So if you and your team seemingly beat 12 people, then you win. Pretty interesting, really. So then it goes on to fair game. Everyone is level 1 when entering. You can upgrade by killing monsters. There are many small treasure chests in the room to get equipment, and killing players can drop the opponent's equipment and legendary gems. So you can see this is seemingly the map. Not sure what that portal is. You can see those little houses, which I'm assuming is what they're talking about, where there's treasure chests inside the rooms. You can see there's treasure chests just in general, and then you can obviously get legendary gear here, which you can then pick up, which is pretty exciting. Honestly, this looks really sick. It's a shame that not everyone can play it. Moving on. Map skills. There are bushes on the map that can hide. Altars can add output, seemingly damage. Houses can hide, and there must be treasure chest. So it sounds like there's treasure chests inside. You can hide in either the bushes. Think like League of Legends. You can hide in the bush to remain unseen unless someone else is in the bush with you. Same with the building. I think they give an example later on where you're literally in the building and you can only see inside the building if you're in the building, sort of thing. Makes sense. It's also consistent across other games, which is pretty interesting. 3. Practical teaching of eating chicken in a row. I don't even know remotely what that means, but you can see this is they blurred out a lot of people's names, but obviously this is a big world fight. You can see everyone's level 1 here, a lot of red dots, so a lot of people are fighting in this one spot. At the beginning of the game, all players move together first, and then find the landing point together. So this is a little misleading. So it says landing point on the map. It is very important to teleport a point. It must be full of people. You can also manually control the specific landing point at the specific landing position. So it sounds like you can adjust where you land. So if you want to land hot, you can. Otherwise, you can land farther away, seemingly. When landing, you can control the landing point by moving up, down, left, and right. The handle is a joystick. Okay. If it is too scattered, if you touch a team that can play, you will be set on fire. So some of this isn't that literal. This is a person's point of view, that could be just like burned or, killed, essentially is what they're saying. So you can see there's all these different red dots. You can see they're a little bit spread out. This person who's taking the picture obviously has 2 people on top of them. There is a radius, so maybe you do literally combust when you get too far away from your team. No idea. This could be like the map radius at which that you can see. Hard to say for sure based off what this is. We can see that there are a lot of red dots, enemies on the landing. So you can see they're coming in hot, but there's also a lot of people here. Some of these dots are a little bit different. So like this one's like more solid. This one's a little bit, has like that little outer rim around it. I don't know if that means like they've landed and some of them haven't. But all in all, really interesting. Battlefield information bar, which is this to the far left. Into the game, you will see the information bar on the left. The total number of people is 24. The highest personal level is 10. And the skill combination is something we can choose before entering. So a good PvP-oriented BD is also very important. So basically, it's saying that you can choose your skills. It doesn't sound like you can choose your class. So it's whatever class you're currently on. So if you wanted to play a different class in this, you would actually have to class change outside of the game mode, like you normally would, which kind of makes sense, really. And there's 24 people, so everyone starts at level 1, like you can see here, and then you can progress. The highest point is level 10. Interesting. Grass mechanics in the first game, when X-person teammates were completely ignorant, he was chased and killed on his own, ran into the grass at hide, he was bandaged to hold on. So you can see the bandages here, and you have a certain amount of them. Not sure what the count is. Looks like 3 is the highest that I've seen so far. And you can obviously run out, so you got to use your bandages wisely. It would really suck if someone had seeping bile and you get that little tick like that happens in Battlegrounds where you're like, oh no, I popped it too early. Dang, that would suck. And you can see that he's probably hidden to everyone else, so he's hiding from this other red dot on the screen. In the first game, the teammates didn't know it at all. They went in and played each one and were defeated one by one. Therefore, even the wild team in this game must go together. And a good point. This is most critical. Basically, they're saying if you go too far away from each other, that you're going to die. You want to work as a team, otherwise you get killed as a team or as individuals. Now, this is a near-death state. So this is where you're basically knocked down. If you're familiar with literally any other battle royale, this is the knockdown or near-death state. So after being killed, enter the near-death state. The near-death state can be revived by teammates within the regarding time. This is the time running out. And can crawl and move slowly. Otherwise, no one can save you and you can only be eliminated, which means basically once this timer runs out, you're done. The game is over for you. You cannot be revived at all. But if you're in this down state and your employees, oh my God, your teammates run over to you, you can be revived, which is pretty sick. I mean, it's a really good pickup mechanic. So that way, if someone's newer to the game, playing with some more experienced people, you can help make sure they don't just get utterly destroyed. It doesn't say how many times that you go to this knockdown position. That would be really interesting to know. Like, is it one and done? Is it every time that you're about to be killed, you get knocked? Do you always get knocked, or is there a certain threshold, like if you're too far away from your teammates? I don't know. Demon breath warning, poisonous circle. The information bar in the upper left corner will tell the time and the remaining time to shrink the circle. Don't chase people blindly. Be sure to watch your teammates and act together. So you can see this is I don't know what the 4 out of 10 is. Maybe that's 4 out of 10 circles, or that's probably your level. So level 4 out of 10, how many people are left seemingly. This is the indicator as to how many seconds are left before the thing closes. Maybe this is the total amount of time left in the game. This sounds like it's the poisonous gas, though. Again, very similar to most of the other battle royales. Honestly, I know that a lot of people in my comment section when I talked about this previously were like, I don't think Diablo as a whole needed a battle royale. I personally think that Diablo Immortal should keep doing things like this to make it just beyond any other game and make it different. At the end of the day, if you don't want to play, if you want to keep this as a true Diablo experience, you can. Just don't play it. Just don't play this game mode. That's my opinion, at least. So when you open treasure chests, you get blue, yellow, and even green suits. The green suits come from advanced treasure chests. So this is probably your set gear, but then you also get blue, yellow. So that's interesting. Now, Well of Life, it can be replenished blood volume, assumingly is health, but the process cannot be interrupted. So you basically get healed to full and you cannot stop it. So if somebody were to jump on you from this bush here, you just are going to get wrecked because you can't interrupt it, is what he's saying, or they're saying. This was the room that I was talking about. So room, it is hidden from the outside of the map. This is the inner structure of the room. So basically, if you're in the room, you can see what's inside the room, but you have to be inside the building in order to get this vantage point. Otherwise, you just see, the outside of the room. Basically, it's saying the equipment upgrades. When picking up equipment, there'll be a prompt for arrows many times. There's no time to look at it. As long as it is an upgrade, it'll be fine. Makes sense. Honestly, you're a battle royale. There's 25 other players, several other teams. You're going to want to just equip this equipment as fast as you can and get that extra little bonus until you get to a point where no one is around you. Killing other people also requires our teammates to guard together so as not to be rescued by the other opposing teammates. So basically he's saying, they're saying that, this individual is knocked. They want to stay by this body to make sure that the time runs out all the way so they don't get revived. That's essentially what they're saying there. You can also get legendary gems in this mode. in the mode of chasing the deer forest. I think that's just the name of it potentially, but you can apparently get legendary gems as well, which is pretty cool. And then right here is probably arguably the most important part. So you can see that there's blue gear as well as non-gear. So I don't know if you get to pick, maybe you get to pick your essences going into it and the grade upgrades, but this is also what they were talking about, the blue, yellow, and then even green. So maybe this is the only gear that you get to pick, but then you also get the opportunity of getting set gear. I think that would make sense. Like you pick your essences, you pick your skills, that way you have a build, and then you get different set gear as you go. No resonance, which is phenomenal. Not even your charm, which is okay. But then you can maybe pick up legendary gems while you're in here, which makes it pretty cool. When no gems are obtained, the gem holes of the 6 orange equipment are all empty. At the same time, the enhancement level of equipment will also increase when the level is upgraded. Upgrading is equal to automatic attribute enhancement. Basically, it's saying that as you level up your character, this is at rank 10, you go up to 18. Don't know whatever that threshold is, that goes up in increments of whatever. But yeah, seems pretty cool. And then there is the state of the game. After getting the gem, you can see that the level 8 enhancement is only 14, and then level 10 enhancement is 18. What? Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, level 8 here gets you rank 14 gems, rank 14 gear, whereas rank 10 on this gives you rank 18. So max is 18. Sounds pretty cool. Chasing the deer forest, we can see that there are many areas, and the circles are also random. So the circle changes just like any other battle royale, totally random. Elite monsters interference. After shrinking to a certain range, many elite monsters will appear. These monsters will affect our attack on other players and will also attack us. Pay attention to your blood volume, seemingly your health. So kind of cool. So you get rushed by a bunch of elite monsters, which is also going to basically make you have to fight. So you can't just hide. This is going to make you have to fight either PvE or PvP, because then you're going to hear, essentially, I would assume, a certain amount of distance that would say like, oh, someone else is fighting near me. Let me go find these real players. Gladiator supply box, similar to airdrop supply. No way. It will give you a lot of good things such as green equipment and gems. It is indeed a big supply, but we don't want to go alone. This supply also needs to be red, and it is easily to be interrupted. So it takes a team to get it. So basically it's saying like you have to like interact with it, and there's a count, there's a time, and if you get hit seemingly, then it interrupts you. So that's pretty cool. Just you can see the countdown time there. I like that a lot. Pull up all the green outfits. Try to gather suits. Even some green outfits that don't match the job well, you can wear them first, because it is good to have suits in this mode, let alone suits that match the profession. So basically saying if you get set gear, that's awesome, but you basically just want to collect all the gear that you can, and then once you get full sets, you can min-max it to your liking, but you really just want to get all greens, essentially, is what he's saying. Actual results: 3 handles and 2 chickens. I don't know what this is, but this is the first chicken game. The team wins. 2 of our teammates sacrificed, but me and another teammate survived at the end. They get a little survival, like, yay, we did it. You can see total kills and assists seemingly, and then how long they were alive. Maybe, I don't know. He said 2 people died, so I don't really know. Maybe these are the said 1 person killed 5, and then these 2 killed 1. This got an assist. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to say. Okay. You can also win directly by killing 2 consecutive chickens, but win by killing 12 players. I killed 8 players. My teammate killed 4 total. Oh, and then his team had killed 4 total. Okay. The team won directly by killing 12 players. So again, this is a cumulative. So they won because in total their whole team had 12 kills. Rewards, again, pretty normal stuff here. Battle pass stuff, as well as scraps and gold. Same. But then on the whole, you can basically complete all the tasks after playing 2 rounds. A lot of mate materials, gold coins, orange equipment, and imprints are also good. Really cool. Honestly, I think this game mode is phenomenal. I wish that we could play it. It's really frustrating that they did this, but hopefully this is truly just a test. But in the end, obviously the goal is to be able to play this with everyone. And I think this is a really cool mode that ideally would stay around for a long time, because in my opinion, this would keep Diablo Immortal alive and strong for the long term, because it is a zero-based PvP game mode that you could just go and play regardless of how good or bad you are at the game or how long you've been playing. It's a completely even playing field, and every single match will be different. For that reason, I think this is a massive W for the game, assuming it gets rolled out to everyone. Hopefully that happens in the near future. Let me know what you think in the comments below of this new game mode. I personally think it's really exciting, and I hope we get more information on it, and or hopefully obviously get it back for us to play, because that's what I would love to do. So till next time, lock it in.